Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews, Season 8, even though I technically started Season 8 a while ago. Doing a beer tonight that I actually taste tested back in on New Year's Day at Jay's party. If you saw Jay's Wasted New Year's review, we sampled a whole bunch of Magic Hat beers. And this is the Odd Notion for winter 2009. It's called the American Sour Ale. I have been meaning to review this beer for a while. I printed this out off their website like a month ago. I'm just going to run this down real quick. Soothing brown in color, the American Sour Ale Odd Notion will pucker your lips. Strangely sweet and sippable, it's brewed with oak chips to give it a lovely lingering of vanilla. Tip one back and let the temptation of tart steal your face buds. Malts is pale, acidulated, Caramunic chocolate, Columbus hops, 4.5% alcohol by volume, and it's only 15 IBUs. Now, like I was saying, if you saw the Wasted New Year's review, I did not like this beer. So I'm going to try to give it a fair chance. Since this is a sour ale, I probably should drink it out of the flute, but I figure the average person was either going to suck it straight from the bottle, or at the very least just put it in a regular glass. So I'm going to pour this like a regular beer. It has this funky smell to it. It's like... Actually, that's kind of like the typical Magic Hat smell, but it... I mean, okay, I can kind of see where they're going with like this whole sour thing. Because it is like it's like a sour... It's like sour milk. Or like bile or something. I mean, it's not really that intense. Like, there's actually kind of like a flowery kind of scent in there. I mean, the color's pretty nice. Yeah, I'd say it's like a maroon, caramel, like copper color. I had a little bit of a head there, but it's kind of fizzling away. So, I guess we got nothing left to do but to drink it. Oh. Well, it was funny, it was like, my first sip there, it was actually not bad. It was tasting like kind of like a really intense brown ale. But on the finish, as you get that sourness, and I don't have really any experience with sours or lambics or gouzets or whatever. But so I don't know if this is what it's supposed to taste like. Maybe this is a bad batch, but from having looked on Beer Advocate and Rate Beer, I think this is what this beer is supposed to be. Alright, I can tolerate this. It's not quite as bad as I remember. Up front, like I said, you're kind of getting like a brown ale kind of flavor. It's very sweet. You know, it says it's made with chocolate malts, but I get more of like kind of a caramel thing. I mean, there's no roasty flavor or anything like that. It's kind of watery too. And but you know, on the aftertaste, you get like this Sour Patch Kid kind of thing. You ever had Sour Patch Kids candy? I mean, I love that candy, but that's not the flavor I want in a beer. This has a rough mouthfeel. You can just like, it's like very, even though it's not really carbonated at all anymore, just like on the palate, it's like liquid sandpaper. You know, it doesn't feel good in the mouth. It's not metallic. It's just like, I guess it's the acidity. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of give Magic Hat kudos for doing such an original beer. But considering who their target audience is, I really don't think most people are going to like this. I mean, I think I'd rather drink Wacko instead of this. The good thing about the Odd Notions is that they're only a one-time only brewing. Although I love the Belgian chocolate stout, they should make that a year-round beer. It's just really not appealing to me, and I don't think it's really appealing to hardly anybody. Even like the drinkability on it is fairly low because it's like rough in the mouth, and just like that bitter sourness. I mean, it's not that strong, but it's strong enough to notice. So I'm gonna go rather low on this one. I think 3 out of 10 is a fair rating. It's a very mediocre beer because it's definitely drinkable. You know, I can at least drink this. When you get down to the 2s and the 1s, that's a beer where it's just like I couldn't even finish it. You know, I could finish this whole thing, but I would never purposely pick to drink this beer.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.